Hello everyone, welcome to Jewish Week Online. I'm your host, Aaron Herman. What does it mean to be an international Jew? JICNY provides the opportunity for Jews from around the globe to come together in New York and celebrate their Jewishness. Let's take a closer look. JICNY is truly a unique organization, and you've brought this organization to a whole new level in really introducing this to the community at large. Why did you create this organization?
You know, I was just telling someone when I arrived in New York 12 years ago, I just felt so lost. I created this because I wanted to create a sense of community for me. I understood what it was like to be new somewhere and not to have a sense of family, community, connections. And I wanted something, and I had this vision of creating a home away from home, a community, and a place that people were comfortable to be Jewish.
And looking around tonight, there are literally hundreds of people from different backgrounds. How do you engage these people?
I mean, I always say that it doesn't matter where people are from. It doesn't matter whether you're from like Mexico City, Argentina, Zimbabwe, Berlin. There's something about being a foreigner in a big city and something about being Jewish, and we just have something in common. And the thing that we unite everyone around is their Jewish heritage. Can you share with us a moment that you're like, wow, this is like impacting so many people, or something that like you didn't? Sometimes when you start an organization, you like the idea, you think it can all work, but like, was there a moment where you're like, wow, this is truly transforming this New York community? I think for me, when you have like 89 marriages, that for me is the most amazing thing. But recently we went to a bris of one of the couples who met at our Shabbat table. It was the bris of their child. And to see like the next generation that was created through a match, for me, that's like the most amazing thing. That's like the gift that keeps on giving. That's amazing. Right. And how can people get more involved in your organization? So we run over 200 events a year, and our events, we have networking events, we have social events, we have cultural events like cooking classes, movie nights, we have Torah classes and Shabbat dinners. There's something for everybody. It doesn't matter who you are, there is an event for you, and it's as simple as going to our website, jicny.com, signing up to our newsletter, and there's 200 events a year. That's pretty much almost one every day for you to choose from. Being an Israeli sensation is difficult, and being in New York can sometimes be lonely. How do you manage to do what you do in the city that never sleeps, and so bring your Israeliness?
Israeli sensation, I like that. It's very now. How do I manage to do that? Well, first of all, I mean, just volunteering at Jewish International Connection has been an amazing, amazing experience. And they just do so many wonderful things. I'm so happy to be a part of it. I mean, where else can you meet Jews from 47 different countries around the world? Try Ethiopian food, Peruvian food, Russian food. This was just an amazing event. And
whenever you're trying to connect in New York City, it's difficult. You started Israel America, a very successful organization in promoting Israeli values and arts and culture, and now being involved in JICNY, there's a lot that it's sort of like you're out in a lot of different things to promote that. Why is it so important?
Well, I mean, JICNY is definitely an inspiration to me because, they've been around for over 11 years and they've accomplished so much, and they bridge the connection between so many different types of Jews from different ethnicities, and it's definitely something that I inspire to, with my work with Israel America, bridging the gap between, New York Israelis and American Jews. So it's really wonderful.
Can you share with us like a quick story that was like, wow, this is great to be involved in this type of organization?
Well, Jewish International Connection, I met so many good friends through this organization. Alicia Post and Ellie Lunzer and Sam Bodenheimer, and it's just really an organization that just brings you in and you just feel like a part of the family, and it doesn't matter where you're from or who you're with here in this city, and New York can be very lonely, so JICNY is definitely like a second home, and Jodi and Gavin opened their home literally to so many young Jews, so they're just doing so many mitzvahs. It's really wonderful.
Mazal Tov.
Thank you so much.
Tell us why you got involved in JICNY.
Well, I probably got involved in JICNY about 10 years ago because I heard about Steve Eisenberg, because everyone knows Steve, and I wanted to get set up for Shabbats and started going to his Parsha classes. But I fell in love with it because I'm an international wannabe. I'm a Jersey girl, but I love all things international and Jews around the world, and I really have an ahavat Israel and just love, Jews from all over. So it was a very natural organization for me to get involved in.
And why is it so important now for us to come together from different backgrounds?
Well, I feel like, especially in New York, there's so many Jews. It's the biggest Jewish city outside of Israel. And you either plug in or you don't plug in. You're just out and you're not in the loop and you don't really know. And it's so easy to get lost in the city. But if you build a Jewish community for yourself, then you have people around you to do Shabbat and holidays. And why not celebrate with Jews from all around the world? Because we're really just one people, and that's what's the beauty of New York, that it's so international. So obviously it's going to be the center of international Jewry.
And as a Jewish professional, you're involved in so many different things. Why did you decide to go into the Jewish community?
Well, it was a very natural just step for me. I studied Jewish art history and Jewish studies, so working in a synagogue, it was very fortuitous the way it all happens, but it just suits me. I feel like I'm in my element when I'm just working with the Jewish community, and I feel proud that I'm doing good work, it's God's work. But a lot of people complain about their jobs, and we all have our days, but when I step back, I could just really be so proud of what I do.
Can you share with us a story that was sort of that aha moment as you were involved in JICNY, that this was making a difference?
Well, what I love is that my work at the synagogue very much merges with JICNY, and every December now we've been doing an annual Shabbat dinner, international and American Shabbat dinner, and I started giving tours of the synagogue, which is the oldest congregation in North America, the Spanish and Portuguese synagogue, and so I become known for these tours of the oldest congregation in America, and it's so incredible to have these immigrants, come with their own histories from the cities around the world that they're from, and to learn that America actually has this brilliant history of 357 years, and it began there, and it's so nice. The aha moment actually happens every single year, because people tell me year after year, oh, I learned something new on that tour, or oh, could I hear it again? It's just so interesting. And I'm just so happy that in that way I'm able to give to the JICNY community. As
you can see, JICNY provides the opportunity for Jews from different backgrounds to come together and celebrate the Jewishness. This is Aaron Herman, and thank you for watching.